Welcome to your weekly energy download. I'm here to help you understand the collective energy that's moving through all of us right now. Think of it like emotional weather that we can all feel. When we name it and understand it, we can work with it instead of against it. We're going to look at what energy we just moved through, what's showing up now as our invitation to grow, and how you can use this information to navigate your week with more flow and less resistance. Let's dive in.
Let's talk about the energy that we are moving out of. We are moving out of officially, right? There may still be some lingering elements of this energy, but we're officially moving out of the energy of 39, provocation, and 38, the fighter, which may have stirred up some emotional tension, some inner resistance, or even a feeling of, why am I doing this again? These past few days may have asked you to face discomfort in yourself or in others. You might have, yeah, Lord. You might have felt poked, pushed, or like something needed to change, but you weren't sure how. If that sounds familiar, you weren't alone. It was a pressure cooker designed, both of those gates, 38 and 39, were in the root center, a pressure center. It was a pressure cooker designed to bring you closer to your truth. And now we shift. Welcome to the realm of expansion and ambition. 53 is in our sun right now, the gate of beginning, and it brings with it this potent surge of life force energy that's all about starting something new. Not necessarily finishing it, we'll talk about that, but just opening the door, planting the seed, taking that first aligned step. And in our earth, we have gate 54, the gate of ambition. This is root pressure energy that asks, what are you becoming? What are you working towards? Not just for yourself, but for like the greater good. What are you trying to leave behind? That legacy piece. Together, these two energies hold this sacred tension between personal evolution and collective contribution. One is like, let's grow. And another one says, cool, but let's grow with purpose. So we're going to break them down. And this is a really exciting transit for me because this is my energy. This is what I'm here to do and learn in the world. This 53 and 54. My birthday is on Friday. So this is where the planets were was born. So this transit actually means a bit to me. 53. This is the gate of the starter, the initiator, the seed planter. You might feel a burst of inspiration this week. We actually just entered into this today, if I'm not mistaken. Like you're finally ready to kick off the thing you've been circling around. This gate brings really fresh momentum. It's the energy of springtime, of beginnings, of trusting the unknown. And in the gift frequency, this is expansion, the ability to start things from a place of inner alignment and flow. In the shadow, it's immaturity, which looks a lot like jumping into things without the foundation or follow through for it. This isn't about doing all the things, it's about honoring your right now, yes. And so I want you to ask yourself with this transit, what's trying to begin through me? What seed wants to be planted, even if I don't know the full timeline? And am I initiating from trust or from this fear of being behind? Then we have balancing that energy, gate 54, which is the climber, the aspirer, the ambition root. This is deep evolutionary pressure, but not in a hustle for success way. Gate 54 is about spiritual ambition, the part of you that knows you were meant for more and that you're rising, you lifting yourself up, helps others rise too. The gift here is aspiration, grounded ambition that honors divine timing. The shadow is greed or feeling like your value comes from how high you climb. Gate 54 says, You can want more without shame. You're allowed to aspire. Just remember that true ambition isn't about proving your worth. It's about becoming the kind of vessel that carries purpose forward. So, to process this energy, some reflection questions for you. What kind of success actually nourishes me? Where am I still trying to prove things? What kind of legacy am I quietly building, even in the small steps? This transit is really about being in a portal, a new cycle, a reinitiation. You may feel the urge to start things, project, winking at Marlene, habit, conversation, collaboration. Just notice what's pulling you forward and why. This isn't about doing it all at once. It's about honoring the sacred beginning and letting your foundation be devotion, not pressure, especially with that 54 in there. That's from the pressure center. You're not just starting something for the sake of it. You're stepping into a bigger version of who you came here to be. So, what's going to help during this transit is starting small with soul, letting the beginning be it, trusting that aligned action creates momentum, choosing what to grow, not just what you should, right? Quotation marks, should grow. We want to be really intentional. You want to let your ambition be sacred. Like I said, your rise helps others rise. You don't have to shrink yourself to be humble. And leaning into support and mentorship. The Gate 54 has this built in connections and elevation vibe. So let yourself be guided or uplifted. What's going to hinder during this transit is starting a bunch of things with no follow through. Check your yes before you commit. What also might hinder is getting caught up in, I'm not far enough along energy. You are exactly where you need to be. Hustling from a place of lack doesn't trip you up. Ambition rooted in fear becomes burnout. So, what feels expansive in your body and what feels like contraction? What feels like pressure? And lastly, feeling like you need to prove your worth through productivity or progress. We want to really let that go. This week's energy is giving trust the nudge, honor the start, release the timeline kind of energy. So let yourself be in the magic of new beginnings without needing the whole map. Let ambition feel holy. Let expansion feel like a celebration. And let your own rebirth be enough. Because the world needs people who are brave enough to begin again and again and again with open hearts and grounded purpose. I'm welcoming you to your next chapter. You've got this.
Every Tuesday morning, we gather live in Limitless University for what I call our weekly energy alignment. We start by celebrating wins because your victories matter and deserve to be witnessed. Then we dive into the week's collective energy together, and we close in gratitude, setting the foundation for a week of flow and alignment. The transit report you just heard is one piece of our hour-long gathering. And there's something really special about experiencing this energy work in real time with other humans who get it. You can join us at diamonddripconsulting.com, and you can also find that link in the show notes.